Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing a review, demo, first impression, wear test on the brand new Makeup Revolution Stick Foundation. I was so excited when I saw this on Makeup Revolution USA. Quick little story time about Makeup Revolution. I'm going to really try to make it quick because I know we're here for the review. I actually ordered this last week. I got 2-day shipping, and long story short, I guess there was an error with my order and I really never got any status on my order. Like for about a week, my order said it was processing, so I contacted Makeup Revolution. They got back to me in less than 24 hours and they were super nice and just very helpful, and I was able to get my order actually overnight shipped once they realized that there was an error with processing my order and everything. So I just really love when brands have great customer service. I didn't tell them that I was a YouTuber or anything like that. I just said, hey, here's my order number. I just want to know the status of it because it said it's been processing for a few days now, and I just want to know, what's up with my order. So I think that's just really great when brands do have great customer service. So shout out to Makeup Revolution because that's always a plus. Anyways, let's just jump into the foundation. So let's start with the packaging. So this is what the packaging looks like. I honestly really like it. It's very sleek, it's nude, it's pretty, it's classy. I like it. So there is 0.21 ounces of product in here, which I guess is pretty normal for most stick foundations. They usually don't come with a ton of product. This retails for $9 online. I'm not really sure if it's going to be in stores anytime soon, like at Ulta. So when I purchased the foundation, they had 18 shades, but they recently mentioned on their Instagram that they actually now extended their shade range to 25 shades, which is like a plus, and they have a ton of different shades for different skin tones and different undertones. So good job, Makeup Revolution. Love that. So this says it's the first base foundation that quickly perfects contours and highlights your complexion. The easy to apply stick formula melts into the skin, blending seamlessly to leave a fresh and dewy finish. I love dewy finish foundations. By the way, I do want to mention I have combination skin. My T-zone is pretty oily for the most part. It's mainly like right in between my brows that gets the most oily. And then the rest of my face is pretty normal to dry. So obviously the only thing that I have done right now are my brows, and don't mind my lash extensions. I need to get them done like yesterday. So that's why they look like this. I'm going to do one side of my face with primer, and I'm going to set my face, and then the other side I'm not going to use any primer or anything, just to see how it wears both ways. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. All right, so we are up close and personal. I have no makeup on. I just obviously did my skincare this morning and I moisturized and everything. So I got 2 shades. I got shade F9 and F6. F6 I think is going to be my perfect shade because it has a little bit more of a yellowy undertone. So that is F6. And F9, this is not going to match me. This is probably going to be like a shade when I'm a little bit tanner because it has a little bit more of a peachy undertone, and I am not tan or peachy right now at all. So I'm going to just prime this side, which is going to be your left side, and I'm going to be using the Cakey Smooth and Glow Hydrating Foundation Primer. This is just a really nice smoothing primer. Pretty universal. That is what the primer looks like. I forgot to show it, but you can get this brand at Walmart. It's one of my faves. I really like this primer. Then I'm using the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot Primer right in between my brows. I mainly did the other one on the bottom portion of my skin just because, like I said, that's where it's pretty normal for me, and I'm going to just do a little bit right here. And on this side, I'm actually going to use a brush. I'm using one of my favorite foundation brushes, which is the Morphe M439. I love this brush. And then on the other side, I'm going to use a beauty sponge, and I'm going to use the Flower Beauty sponge. Okay, maybe this shade will match me. We're going to make it work if it doesn't match. I don't know how much to use, so I'm going to just use that much. I think that should be good. It looks actually a little light. If I have to mix in the other shade, I will, just to kind of balance it out. But I'm going to blend this out and see what happens. This is gonna be way too light. Oh my gosh, definitely way too light. This is blending in really easily though, which is nice. It's a really creamy formula. Okay, so you can see, obviously, it's too light, but it did cover up and even out my skin tone a little bit. Doesn't seem to be like extremely full coverage or anything. I would say this is a pretty natural medium coverage foundation. I'm gonna do another layer of the shade F9 just to kind of balance it out, and hopefully it'll work. Oh yeah, this is very pinky peachy. This is probably not gonna work. what do I want to do? So let's just do a little bit more of this foundation, of the F6 shade. I'll probably need maybe like a F7, F8. Okay, so once you build it up, you get some good coverage. So I would say it's medium to buildable coverage. It does look really good though. Like, I like the way that it looks on the skin. Actually, blending those two together kind of made a good color for me right here. So that is one layer. I really like the blendability of the foundation. It's super creamy. It's really melting into the skin, just like the claim says. Like, it doesn't feel like it's sitting on top of my face. And it doesn't feel really cakey, even though I just did a lot of stripes on my face of the foundation and I even layered it. I think it looks actually really, really good. So let's do the other side. I'm gonna do the same exact thing. It's a little, like a smidge more dewy with the sponge versus with my brush. Not much, but it's also blending in super easily with the sponge as well. And the sponge is awesome, by the way, from Flower Beauty. You can find it at Walmart. I'm gonna again do the same thing that I did on that side of my face, on this side of my face. So I'm gonna take about 2 stripes of the shade F9, a little bit more of F6. And I feel like doing that kind of just, in a way, creates a good shade for me, so. Okay, so this is what the foundation is looking like. I know the shade is a little off, but I don't think it looks terrible. I actually really like the way that it's looking on my skin. Both sides I think look really good. Once you start blending it in, you can really see the foundation sinking into the skin really, really nicely. It kind of just looks very seamless. I like the coverage. I feel like it's really buildable if you do need a little bit more to cover up some acne or scarring that you have. So I'm gonna go ahead and just finish up the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be right back and I'll let you guys know how everything looks. Alright guys, so this is what my makeup is looking like. I'll leave all the details down below, but just really quick, if you are curious, I am wearing the Makeup Revolution palette right here. This one is called the Reloaded Iconic Division. I just have the yellow shade right here all over my crease, and then I just have lash extensions in, obviously, like I mentioned earlier. For the lip color, I'm using the Pixie liquid lipstick in the shade Au Naturale. You can get these at Target. Then for my glow, I love the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighters. These are amazing, and I'm wearing the shade Champagne. And then I'm wearing the Butter Bronzer and Butter Blush, actually, now that I just realized. I didn't do that on purpose. And then I wanted to mention that I did set my foundation because I always need to set my makeup, and I used my favorite Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. And I actually used the shade Medium 25. I usually use the shade Light, but since my foundation was a little light already, I figured it would kind of like work itself out if I used a little bit of a darker shade, so I just used medium. This is what my makeup is looking like. I honestly really love it. I think it looks so fresh. I think the foundation feels really comfortable. It looks really good. I don't really have any issues with my makeup right now. I mean, everything went on super smooth, and I really like the coverage of the foundation. I like the fact that it is very buildable, but that it still looks like skin. It doesn't look cakey on my face. At least I don't think so. And I honestly don't really feel like you needed as many stripes as I personally did. I didn't have a whole lot to cover up, but I did want to build it up just to kind of see what it would look like and to kind of make the color work as best as I could. But I feel like with a few stripes you can get some good coverage as well. So I'm just going to set the right side of my face, which is the side that I did use to prime, and I'm going to use my Skindinavia the Makeup Finishing Spray, and this is the bridal version. I got this actually on Amazon. So I'm going to just spray this side. Alrighty, so right now it is 11:04 p.m. or a.m. I actually have to go meet my group and I'm a little bit late, so if they're watching this, I'm sorry. I'm on my way right now. But yeah, I'm gonna go about my day, get some things done, go to class, and I'll be back in a few hours and I'll let you guys know how everything is wearing. So I'll see you in 1 second, but really in a couple hours. Alright guys, I'm back. Right now it is 6:09 p.m. So I've been wearing this makeup at this point for like 7 hours, and this is what my face is looking like. So yes, I have the oh so famous glasses mark on my nose. I was wearing my glasses today, and as you can see, the foundation totally wore off on both sides of my nose because of my glasses. That happens with like almost every single one of my foundations. I've never found a foundation that doesn't do that with the whole glasses thing. If you guys have any tips on that, please let me know down below. I also did eat earlier and I was wiping my mouth because like my liquid lipstick smeared everywhere, so I did kind of rub off the foundation around my mouth and my chin area a little bit. yeah, wow, the glass mark really does look crazy. I'm like looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, damn girl, you look great. My forehead is extremely shiny, and like just touching my face, like I can feel and look at a lot of excess oil and extra foundation. So the primer really didn't like do a whole lot for me in that aspect in today, which is kind of weird because I do love my Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot primer. I really don't see a huge difference also on both sides of my face. I mean, I know one side I used a setting spray and a primer, but I don't really see it looking that better versus the side that I didn't use a primer. I think both sides honestly look the same. To be quite honest with you, obviously the glasses thing is like not cute, like it doesn't look good at all, and my forehead is very, very oily, but I've had foundations that look way worse throughout the day. I'm gonna fix this part of my nose because it's really bothering me, and I feel like I need to like blend that out. Honestly though, that's really nothing that can't be fixed. Like let's say you have somewhere to be and you need to take off your glasses really quick and fix up your makeup. This is very easy to fix. You just take your brush or anything and kind of just rub over it, and then bam, it's gone. And then everything else, I think a little bit of powder can fix those issues. I'm gonna just touch up with my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. I started noticing my face getting a little bit oily probably around 2 o'clock or so, which at that point, that's around 3 hours of me wearing the foundation. So it does get a little bit more oily versus a different foundation, but also the foundation is a dewy foundation. Everything else is still in place, like on my cheeks, around my forehead, everything is still put. My blush, my bronzer, my highlight is still there. So I do actually like the foundation. Like, the issues that I have with the foundation have very quick fixes. All in all, I do actually really like the foundation. I feel like I kind of have to play around with it a little bit more and use different primers and just a bunch of different products to really see how it's gonna wear with different things, but I don't hate it. So overall, I think this foundation is worth trying for the price. I really don't think you can go wrong. It's only $9 and I've had way worse as far as like my oiliness and stuff goes. I do feel like it could be universal for a lot of different skin types. It really just comes down to your skincare and the type of products that you use with a foundation, because like it didn't cling to any of my dry spots on my face, and it also didn't make me excessively oily. Like obviously my forehead was very shiny, but that's not the oiliest. Is that a word? Oiliest? It's not, that's not the oily. It's not the most oil that has been on my forehead before. Like I have been a grease ball, like drenched in sweat up here. So that was actually pretty good compared to other things that I've tried. So I really like it. I think you guys will too. Let me know if you've tried it down below in the comments. What are your thoughts? I think it's worth trying, especially with the shade range. I feel like a lot of different people can get their shade. I'm definitely going to be ordering a different shade, even though I do feel like I could make it work. I want to try out some different ones and see what works best for my skin tone. So I'll keep you guys posted. Check the description box down below for all other details. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was helpful, and thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye!